What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Crypto Kindness channel. Super excited to be here today. I'm glad we got so many people already here with us. I've got the man, the myth, the legend, B Roots coming in, creator of Shark Tank. He's brought the attention to us of several winning projects, proof of memes, Kramer coin. Now, granted, a lot of these are memes. Actually, POM happens to be a layer one in development, but there's a lot of excitement going on. And this guy can teach you a lot. It's a completely different game that he plays in a lot of senses. But at the end of the day, he brings a lot of valuable information. So I'm extremely excited to welcome to the channel the man, the myth, the legend, B Roots.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, B Roots. You can't see it right here, but I am the altcoin champ, and I am the most entertaining man in all of crypto. And I'm back at it again with another Crypto Kindness YouTube video.
Dude, can't thank you enough for being here today. How you been?
Good, man. It's just been super busy. Hitting gains left and right, trying to find the right coins, interacting with communities. I've been all over the place, but sitting in this office majority of the time. What about you?
I've been awesome as well. Summer's over here, so kids are back at school, so kind of getting back into the busy family, kids, dad life. But I love that, and with fall and winter coming, I'm getting back into the channel, kind of building my own thing and getting ready to make the most out of the bear market. So
yeah,
that's what
which I think the bear market's over. So bull market.
Okay.
We're officially in a bull market. It just doesn't feel like it. You're not sure whether in a bull or bear market, but I believe the low is in. Okay. So anything that happens after this, it's higher than 17.5, in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah. And it's not as though once the bottom, even once the bottom is in, it's not going to just shoot straight up. It's going to trade sideways for a long time. There's going to be a longer accumulation period. So what are your thoughts on that? I mean, a lot of people seem to think that, once the bottom is in, it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows and everybody's going to be printing money again, but it's going to take a little while. But tell me your perspective.
My perspective is just like kind of what I just said is it's going to hit the bottom. You've heard me preaching the 300-week moving average all this time. I think the bottom is in. There's two ways to bottom: through price, and the worst is actually through time. Okay. And the reason why, and that's what you said, is accumulation, a long accumulation period. And what that is it really bores out our type of investor, because we're used to saying, bam, go straight up, like to the moon, everyone's making money. But the worst thing is when you sit there and go sideways for a year, a year and a half, 2 years. Like the halving is not till 2024.
Right.
So we got a long ways to go. I do think the bottom is in. I think what it does is it bores people to where they just leave. For example, you just said, you left for the summer.
That's right.
So that's what I mean. But you came back. A lot of people will get either frustrated from chasing either leverage trading, and they end up getting wrecked because they think the bottom is in and they're going to go straight up, but it doesn't, just chops it back down. And you're seeing right now, we're going from 20,000, 19,000, 20,000, 19,000. We're bullish, we're bearish, we're bullish, we're bearish, we're bullish. And all we're doing is this the whole time, just sideways action. So I think sideways action is anywhere from $17,500 to $30,000. So there's going to come a time we go up to $25,000, $30,000, and everyone's excited, thinks it's all bullish again, and then capitulate back down to 20,000. Then everyone thinks we're bearish again. And you can do that for a year easily within crypto.
And there's good money to be made there if you know how to play it.
Absolutely. I'm killing it. I don't even know what a bear market looks like. I'm just being honest. I have no idea what a bear market looks like. So I have kept myself busy, and that's why I'll always go against a one asset portfolio. I don't think it's the right thing. I'm proving it that it's not the right thing. For example, right now I am up. I just pulled back down from a 1700x on proof of memes. Right now I'm sitting at 1100x on proof of memes.
Oh, you
So
must be
I have
heartbroken.
I have no idea what a bear market feels like. So it's not to brag, it's to you just have to know how to play the game. And you have to keep yourself in the game in order to, keep going. Now there's different ways. You like I said, through Hex, you can just chill, stake, and hope the price. I think the price is going back up, but I hope the price goes back up. And then, you won. So you can to that person, they can sit there and do whatever they want and come back into it 3 years. And if that's what they like, that's what they like. But
Sure.
for me, that does this full time, I want to find the next fresh thing, and I'm always looking for that next big thing because I want to hit the big coin when the bull market comes. Because I feel that this is probably my last cycle, most likely, to where I'm going so hard within crypto.
Okay.
But
You just said something there I'd like to elaborate on a little bit more. You said you got to know how to play the game. There are many different games to be played in crypto. It's interesting. You referenced two different projects. But styles of project. You got Hex, which is a buy and hold and stake, and then you've got memes. You're active in the Hex community. But a lot of people in the Hex community would say, you've wrecked people. You're a shiller. You do all this type of stuff. But I don't think that they necessarily recognize the difference of the game. So talk to me about the two different games that are playing in the two different styles of crypto investing.
so to those people that are in Hex or any other project and says, I wreck people, I'm a shiller. Last time I remembered, November 10th was the top of Bitcoin. And anyone that you shield Hexa to for that whole time is down on their position. You shield them Hex, you told them the price is going to go up, and it went down. And it's down 95% from that top. So you can't say anything about shilling because everybody was shilling $29 Hex at that time, saying we're going to the moon, including Richard Hart himself was showing charts of what Hex will be during this day, blah, 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 blah. And that's fine. But do not be a hypocrite and say that what I do, what you do is different. It isn't any different. So with that said, yes, Hex is a different beast. It is more of a long-term play. It's not meant to be a trading coin. It's not meant to go in and out. You can. It's actually very easy to with Hex, but the actual technicals, the actual fundamentals of Hex is not to do that. It is for people who wants to set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all it is. It's the most boring crypto in all of this whole industry. It's boring, but it works and it does its thing.
Yeah.
So that's for that investor. However, what I feel is that I want money now. I don't mind saving money. I'm actually a saver. I am a saver. I have Hex stakes out to 15 years, but I can't pay for these glasses. I can't pay for this hat when I'm sitting there waiting 15 years.
Okay.
And in 15 years, I'm sitting at 55 years old, wherever. I think it's right, 55, 60 years old. And I'm sitting there just like, oh, now I get to buy my Gucci glasses, my Versace hat at the age of 60. No,
Okay.
it's not happening. So, yes, those who got in the beginning of Hex, they can flaunt like that. They can do that. I did not get in the beginning of Hex.
Sure.
The majority of people did not get in the beginning of Hex. So do not fault them for taking their extra money and getting into the meme coin space if they choose to do that. In the end, it's everyone's money. But the meme game, you gotta know how to play it.
And that's what we're going to learn about today.
It's not the bull market right now. So in the bull market, you can throw a dart and hit anything. It doesn't matter what you hit during the bull market. Everything is pumping. Everyone think they found the next big thing, and boom, there it is. Like, I just got 100x in like 5 days. Cool. It's that easy.
Yeah.
Then comes the bear market where everything crashes. You cannot just throw a dart. You will likely get wrecked because that's when the scammers come out even more. That's where the rug pulls come out, and you need to know what to look for. If you don't know what to look for, you're probably going to lose more than you win. And it's that simple.
So it sounds like the two different investing philosophies, hex staking, Bitcoin buying and holding, Ethereum buying and holding, that's more of a long-term kind of almost like a 401k or retirement program type of investing. Meme coin is almost like a day trading. You're going to have a very small window, depending on the meme coin, of success. And if you know how to play the game, you can do it well.
Yeah. Laws of meme coins, 5 to 6 days. If it's pumping 5 to 6 days, take some profit. You don't lose. That's
excellent. Well, the name of this stream is how to vet projects and pick winners. So let's jump into that. I mean, I first of all want to acknowledge the Shark Tank that you all have built. You and two other people. That's turning into a highly successful.
Yeah.
And it is a ton of fun to listen to. I love listening to it because you guys kind of destroy some people sometimes, and it's like, oh man, you got to know better to come on this show.
Yeah, I mean that's part. It's what it's doing is it's bringing what people actually think about crypto and different coins. So you got me. I'm more of a loose guy, willing to throw darts, willing to go in here, dabble there. Ian's kind of on the learning side, but he's very aggressive also. And then you've got Jake Gagan, super conservative. Jake Gagan is like your hex maxi. Like that's what Jake Gagan is like. It makes me cringe a little bit sometimes. I'm like, Jake, what are you doing? You're so conservative. You're so tight. Let loose a little bit. Yeah. So he brings his thoughts. I bring my thoughts, and then sometimes our thoughts are the same because, man, some people bring some stupid projects in, and they're gonna get wrecked. They're gonna get wrecked thinking like that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say we have made projects, but when they came on, would they have been as successful if they didn't come on to Shark Tank? Probably would have. Would they have been as successful as fast?
Sure.
Probably not. You got something like Amplify. In my opinion, Amplify is I'm not going to say a competitor to Hex, but it brings the staking game. It takes. Have you ever heard of Stronghold?
Stronghold, no.
All right. Stronghold was basically a Ponzi. It's a node. So there's a section of crypto that's called nodes. And basically what it is you need more buyers and sellers, just like anything else. But you're basically paying the top. So there are pros and cons to a Ponzi. We all know that. So Stronghold did very well for those who got in for the first 6 months. And it lasted about 1.5 to 2 years. And people were printing money. I'm talking like $40,000, $50,000 a month if you got in for the first 6 months. It was ridiculous. They took the pros of Stronghold and did away with the cons of Stronghold.
Okay.
They also took the pros of Hex and did away with the cons of Hex and created Amplify. So that's their advertisement. They actually love Hex. They're a big proponent. One of the developers own Hex, but they said there is some corrections that needed to be done, and that's when they created Amplify. They came on Shark Tank and wowed us. And right after that, bam. It was already during a run, but it had like a consolidation period. After that, like people heard it and was like, oh yeah, boom, up. ETH 2.0, for a fact, I can say Shark Tank surprised everybody because no one saw it coming, a layer 1 for meme coins. That was that. I got in super low, super low. I'll explain how I got in when we talk about how to get into coins.
Great. Yeah. I know a lot of people are curious about that.
Yeah, I got in super low. I tweeted it out secretly at an 85,000 market cap. I didn't say get into this coin. This is the next blah blah blah. I just said I hopped into a coin and I took a picture of it. I said I'm still accumulating these 3 coins. I said Pasha, Bankai, and that's it. and I posted a picture of it. There are a lot of people that brought it down, took the picture up, and said, "Proof of memes." They came on Shark Tank at a 200,000 market cap.
Ooh, wow. So it had already done well. I mean, from the time you sent out the
yeah. Oh, you're
85,000
already up. You're already up 2x.
Yeah.
When Shark Tank came in on 200,000 market cap, that dev surprised me when I heard him talk. I was like, "Whoa, what do we have here?" I was like, "Wait, did you just say a layer 1 for meme coins?"
Let's speak your language.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Oh, I just hit the jackpot." I was like, "I really did just hit the jackpot." But what really made it take off, Jake, Mr. Conservative, wanted to speak to him, and he said, "This is trash." He was apparently listening, came up on as a speaker, and then answered every question with detail on the layer 1 to Jake.
Okay.
And after that, never saw it again. Now we're sitting at $11 million market cap, and we hit $17 million market cap. And that was over a 75x for those, I believe 50 to 75x for those who got in at Shark Tank, and a 150x for those who caught that tweet.
And that's we're talking
all within 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the time window on that is incredible.
2 weeks. So right now, people are buying up, waiting for the layer 1. I just posted a video on my YouTube explaining what it does, explain why this thing is bullish. It's narrative, guys. Narrative. I'm going to speak that in a little bit. Narrative. The narrative around Ethereum is very strong.
Yeah.
The narrative behind meme coins is very strong. Meme coins, narrative. Ethereum merge, narrative. Bullish to me, a bullish narrative. When you add layer 1 to that, everyone could be just launching on proof of memes. So let's break it down even a little bit more. Did you know that majority of Ethereum's volume comes from meme coins and microcaps?
I've heard you say that. I didn't know that, but it certainly would make sense.
The math is coming out. It's not utility coins. Look at Hex. Just look at Hex. There's no volume for the market cap. So you're seeing that, hey, these coins are coming out and they're launching on these coins, and don't hate me for this, but proof of memes coming out kind of takes some market share from Pulse Chain.
That was one of the questions I was going to get into a little bit later. So I don't want to go down that rabbit hole yet, because I got a fun little game we're going to play at the end. But yeah, I've seen a couple of your tweets say that, and I was like, okay, we need to dive in there.
Yeah.
You got Charlie Thorpe
from the UK.
Yeah. Robert Keller, Brizology, Vibra Finance. I think that's Lindsay the Hexakin. It's funny, there's a lot of Hexakins that give you a hard time, but there's a lot of them that watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I see them, and I hear them too. So I'm not mad. I've come a long way from being the most hated Hexakin to being accepted at PulseCon, being accepted at the Hex conference. So I'm not. A lot of people are keyboard typers.
No way.
Put it that way. A lot of people are keyboard typers. And then when they see you show up at their actual conference, none of those haters would ever show up at those conferences.
Yeah.
The people that you don't like, the people that you call shillers, the people you call this. When's the last time they came to a PulseCon, conference? When's the last time they came to a Hex conference? Never.
Right.
I show up constantly. Every single one they've had, I've showed up. I've showed up to the parties. I've helped support different things within the community. So they can only say so much, but yes, I am hated and I am loved and that is the best type of person that will gain traction in communities.
Oh
Is a
yeah,
person that's hated and loved, and that's why you see my numbers going up
it's
because people love to hate me. People hate to love me.
you occupy mind space in both sides of the pendulum.
Oh yeah,
Free real estate. That's cool. And well, I can't, I appreciate you. I've learned a ton from you, and I think we're going to learn some more today. Let's jump in. One of the things when I listen to the Shark Tank is it's really impressive to me how quickly you're just boom, boom, boom. It's like you have 4 or 5 things you look at to analyze these tokens, and you make your decision straight away. Obviously, some of the presentation matters. But I'm going to go ahead and share screen here, and let's jump into this. You okay with that?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, so somebody brings to you a coin. Looks like you've got ETH 2.0 up here, but let's just do a live example. Would you be open to doing that?
Yeah, sure.
I've got a tweet right
So
here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, somebody sent me a tweet responding to this launch. It says, "Oh, you got to check out this coin." So, do you want to do that?
Let's do it. What's
It's
the name of the coin?
Aries, ARIES, and it's Aries swap. So I'm gonna bring it up. They gave me
Right off the bat, you only can do so much with an Aries swap. So narrative, right there, narrative. It's like, what can I do with it? You just brought me Aries. Actually, is a good ticker. Sounds good. Rolls off the tongue. Aries.
Mm-hmm.
Aries coin. You said Aries swap. I'm like, yeah, I'm losing a little bit. It's like right off the bat. I was cool with Aries, and then you said Aries swap, and then it kind of like I just lost a few points just right there. So what that is I'm building a narrative in my head.
Okay.
As I hear the token, as I see the token. What makes a good meme? Shock factor. Is it laughable? Is it presentable? What is it going after? That right there, first impression means everything to me. And the first impression is actually the ticker. Does it have a dollar sign in front of it?
This one
Crap
does
ticker. Crap
dollar
ticker.
sign Aries.
Why is it a crap ticker? Because you go on Google and you type in Aries without the dollar sign, like most people would do when they're going Google, and it's not going to show up. Horrible. So that's one of the first things I look. When I see a dollar sign in front of the coin, I'm like, guys, you're only supposed to use that for Twitter. You're not supposed to use that for ticker. That's like me putting like a dollar sign Tesla. Why?
Yeah, why?
Like, why would you do that? It's Tesla, not dollar sign Tesla. So you got to kind of keep that same mindset. So Aries swap on an unknown DEX. Okay. It has no transaction, so maybe I'm just looking at the wrong.
Yeah, he just sent me a telegram.
Yeah, see right there. He just sent me a telegram. Ladies and gentlemen, when you tell me to look at a coin and you just sent a telegram, I am ignoring you every single time.
Okay, why?
Because why are you sending me the Twitter? You're on Twitter. Why don't they send me the Twitter account page so I can do more research? Why are they trying to get me right into the Telegram right off the bat? I want to see a Twitter page. I want to see a website. And if I like what I see, then I will go into the community. My first thing is the first impression. What is the ticker? What does the Twitter page look like? What is the website? That's first thing when I'm talking about first impressions I'm looking for.
Okay.
If I'm on Dex Tools, it's a different order. But when you try to tell me to look at a coin and you give me just a telegram, no. Why? As soon as I go in there, B Roots is in here. B Roots is in the house. B Roots bought. B Roots is buying. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not getting nothing done. So it does nothing for me. So don't do that. If you do it, I am ignoring you and I'm not paying attention. 9 times out of 10, I'm not looking at it. And that's what you should do when you're trying to shill to somebody else. You should have the Twitter, the website, the Dex Tools, the Telegram in that order.
Gotcha.
That exact
Okay.
one.
So let's, I got another one that came in. It looks like it's a new coin that's been launched. It's called DFX. D as in David, F as in Frank, X as in, well, X.
PFX token. All right. Didn't just launch. It's got 700 people on it. If it did, that's a lot.
Congratulations.
They had a pre-sale. Ugh.
Ugh.
That can't be it.
DFX Finance. Let's see. They actually have they do
All
have a Twitter with 8,000 followers. They've got a.
Is it on BNB? Is it on Uniswap? That's another thing. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out. It
y'all
says ETH.
Y'all are
failing.
Yeah, you guys are really failing on this one.
All right. Well, I mean, this is a great example. We got to find a winner, though. Come on, somebody. We've got 50 people in the chat here. Somebody put a coin name that you want us to research real quick, and do it right. B Roots just told you how to do it. Let's do this right.
All right. We'll just stick with this DFX right here.
Okay.
All right. So we'll stick with this DFX. So this thing looks absolutely horrible.
Yes.
So my bet is this coin is an inflation coin because it never even saw an uptrend. So it started at $13, which means 9 times out of 10, there was a pre-sale. Okay. It didn't start from the beginning on the way up. It went down and makes its way down. Why is that bearish? Well, it's an inflation token, which means either people are getting staking coins right off the bat, or they got pre-sale and they're dumping on you.
Okay.
So how do I know that? Instantly, I see, all right, well, if the price goes back to $13, it's got to be higher than a $10 million market cap. Just to get back to all-time high, we're sitting at 44 cents. So what's happening right off the bat? I'm out. Why am I out? Well, here's the thing. You're getting inflated on, and the price is going down. So you're not. There's no uptrends. There's a slight little bullish, and it just gets smashed back down. Why do I want to partake in anything like this?
Right. Okay.
It's just right off the bat, I say, nope, I'm done. Not to mention liquidity.
Yeah, that's the next question.
100,000 versus 10 million. So people can't even sell that much. And so when you look at the total amount of ETH, you see some big sales, and there's probably just smashing the price down. But no, that's not even big sales lately. This is horrible, man. So in the last 1,500 trades, the biggest sell was 13 ETH, and that was on August 27th.
Yeah. Okay.
The biggest buy was August 27th too. So there's no recent September buys that are big except for this one right here.
Was that August buy and sell from the same wallet? It looks like
it's mostly like a matcha. It's probably a matcha where they take a bunch of it and then swap it out. You'll see that.
Okay.
Either that or there's a bot on it that someone's just taking the bot and it's front running the purchases, and then it just gives it back, and then it takes whatever it made and does that. So it's a front runner bot most likely.
All right. Well, Vibra Finance says to take a look at EXRD.
EXRD. Radix. It's not a new coin because I've heard of this before.
Okay. Ooh.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. If you want opportunity, you can't get any more opportunity than that, bro. You are literally at the bottom, and it is just going sideways. So it's accumulating. So volume, $94,000 in volume is horrible, especially for a $96 million market cap coin. Nobody is trading this coin. I'm out.
You're out. All
I'm
right.
out.
Well,
No one's trading this coin. So let's go. Let's get to the nitty gritty though.
yeah. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do Kramer because I know that Kramer. I think it fit well into it had a narrative. It had a good token name. It actually had a really good run up. It has a website. It has all the things you talk about. So let's use this as kind of a known to show people how you evaluate it. And the other thing I was curious about, you talk about often on Shark Tank is coin sniffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go into to just that's where I wanted to go into. Like, let's do it. I'm gonna do a live one, but I'll do Kramer.
Okay.
I'll briefly go over what I'm going over, and then what I'll do is I'll talk out loud as we do a live one, and I'll kind of tell you exactly what I'm going for.
Okay.
So Kramer, right off the bat, boom, Kramer, good name. Are we talking about Seinfeld? Are we talking about Jim Kramer? Or is just some random name Kramer? Either way, 2 syllables, rolls off the tongue very well. It's very marketable. Who are we talking about? First thing I do after that, I see Kramer. I'm like, looks good. I look at the liquidity, 274,000. Could be better, but it's only a $1.5 million market cap coin. So you're looking what, a tenth, a little over a tenth of liquidity. Not too bad, for meme coin space. So the next thing I look at, once I see that, I say, all right, liquidity's not bad. Token sniffer. So I bring up token sniffer. 75 out of 100. So what are the things that I'm looking for in a token sniffer? Number one, in order to be 100 out of 100 or anywhere high, these need to be under 5% taxes. That's what they look for. That's what they average. So everyone now is trying to get under that 5% for their taxes. That allows them to do it. Source does not contain a basically they can modify the taxes. So if they were scammers, they could change this to 99%. If they choose to. That's what that means. So if you're dealing with a scammer or a rug puller, that is a potential. That's why they lost points. Is the ownership renounced? Is the contract renounced? Obviously, we know about that, as Richard Hart speaks about that all the time. You can't have this and then have this. You can't change the fees, but then renounce the contract. So those two kind of go hand in hand together. But I don't worry about that, because any tax coin that wants to lower their tax over time, you probably don't want to renounce the contract because you can't do that.
Sure.
So I don't really pay attention to that. There is a risk involved that it may turn into a honeypot. And what a honeypot means is when you can't sell. So that is possible. You need to factor that risk into how much you are willing to risk on this coin. That's simple. If it said 100 out of 100, all of this checks it off and it's good. So liquidity burned, that the owner, the creator wallet contains less than 5% of liquidity. So all that stuff comes into play on what the owner can do to the people. When I see just these two, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
If I see this number start ticking up, on my guard, what are you doing? Why are you increasing your sell taxes? There's a reason for that. They don't want as many people to sell. Why don't you want people to sell? Like, you got to start asking those questions. So you need to know, maybe you have a little notepad or something to say, hey, 4.1% was the sell taxes from the beginning. Why all of a sudden it's 6%? Ask that question in the Telegram. If they kick you out without answering it, see ya. That's the stuff you got to look for. So to me, 75 out of 100, token sniffer's good. Not worried about it. So get out of that. Honeypot. Obviously, we don't know it. We know it's not a honeypot, but I always check just in case. Not a honeypot. The sell tax matches up. Everything's good. Boom. So that goes for the contract. Okay. Right there, the contract. I'm cool with the contract. So I figured out what's first. All right, Kramer sounds good. The token's good. I haven't bought yet, peeps. I'm just going through this very slowly. I can probably do this all within like 30 seconds.
Sure.
But once you get used to it, you keep doing it over and over, it becomes a lot easier. So next thing, I click on here, right here, goes the web. So it's going to give me the website. Boom. All right. This website is unique. Over time, you are going to realize that you start seeing the same websites and meme coins because scammer developers are lazy.
Right.
That's simple. They want shortcuts. So they'll use the same templates, they'll use all the same wording, same everything. After you've done this for so long, you'll start just memorizing, that was that coin. That was that coin's website, blah, blah, blah. I've seen that before. This is unique. It's very unique. It might be the same template as something else, but it's just different. It's very different. It really shows out. It's bright. You can tell they know Vidya. So the Vidya team is actually a gaming token. So Vidya is obviously must be doing some type of program for meme coins where they're creating things, or it's the Vidya team. So if you don't know who Vidya is, you wouldn't know that. So I know that Vidya is a micro cap gaming token that's been hovering in that $5 to $8 million market cap range. So I know that Vidya is a team. But if you didn't, the first thing I would do, what the hell is Vidya?
Yeah.
So let's say Vidya crypto. Oh, there we go. Coin market cap. There's Vidya. Let's look at Vidya's website. Let's see if it's the exact same website as Vidya's. It's not, but it looks good. So they're doing something. Vidya's doing something pretty cool. This is very unique, actually. So when I see this, they've got connections to a coin that got into the millions. And I'm looking at this coin at 150,000. This looks like a good meme that has contacts. Okay. I like it. So right now I'm even more bullish on it. Like I'm just like, I like this. 100% all about this. What do I want to know next? The Twitter. So the Twitter looks good. It's got followers. Here's the next thing. Do they buy their followers? It's the easiest thing to figure out. Listen, if you can get 1% likes to the amount of followers you have, they are bought.
Oh, okay. Tell me more about that.
Most likely they're bought. If I'm sitting at 10,000 followers in a month, and I can't get what's that? 100 likes? I can't get 100 likes on any post or even views on any post, on any video. You're most likely got bot followers somehow, some way.
Oh, okay.
I need to see some type of interaction.
Gotcha.
Like when I see this, look at this, 257, 118. All right. This is a retweet. This is a retweet. This is a post right here. 83, 35, 25. This is a very active coin for a $1 million market cap coin. So now I know I like it. I know who to follow. I know everybody in the meme coin space for the most part. When I see this followed by me and 17 other people, most likely people are in this game and they're liking it. Okay. I also want to see who they are following. So I want to know, would you look at that? Follow me. Nice. So I want to know who they are talking to. They're following them for some reason. So I like to scroll and look, and there's some names I recognize here. So that's why I want to be like, okay, like I know Grills. Grills is big on video. So that kind of really, I knew that Grills is big on video just because I know of Grills. So I'm just giving examples like, okay, so that whole idea with video is true. They've
Okay.
got some connections with video because Grills is like one of the biggest proponents of video. I scroll, it's just different. After a while, and you're in this space, this is a very small space, even though it looks big. They're following Trayvon.
Nice.
So they know about Hex, they know about Trayvon, they know about different things. So that's some of the few people, Jake Gagan. So that's the kind of Kyle Chassie. So these are kind of things I look for to see who they are following. And then who's following them. And then I'm looking for interaction. Twitter, bullish. Narrative, now that we know it's Jim Cramer and not Kramer from Seinfeld, bullish. Why? Because Kramer is obviously known as like when he's bearish, you go bullish. When you go bullish, he goes bearish. And he's very, very, very kind of controversial within Mad Money. So this is a good meme. When Jim Cramer goes viral, or when Jim Cramer says something crazy and he's actually going viral, not Jim Cramer can go viral. So the narrative there is something big that people can get behind. And there's a lot of people who love or hate Jim Cramer.
Gotcha.
So that's the narrative right there. It's at a good price, or it's a pullback. I want to get in. I'm in. That's how I got in Kramer, and that's why I said I'm in. When they pitched it to me, I was doing this during the pitch. I checked the liquidity. I checked the token sniffer. I checked the honeypot. I looked for the Twitter. I went on the website while they're pitching. And I said, I'm bullish. I'm in.
Well, I'll tell you, I learned from you the last couple of times we talked, and when I saw you tweet this, like, yeah, I saw that, and I did basically what you just went through here, and I took one look at it, and I was like, yeah, I think I should get into this. But it was 10 o'clock at night, and I had my slippers on, and I was laying down to bed, and I missed a 20x. It's like, crap.
Yeah. Here's the key.
Laziness.
A lot of projects actually launch during the nighttime.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when no one, like, that's the secret launch. That's the thing. We're stealth, but we're also getting in too when everyone else is sleeping. So it is a stealth launch. Anybody can get in, but that's how Proof of Memes. I got into Proof of Memes as soon as it popped up. I was like, Proof of Memes, ETH 2.0. Like, let me do some research on this. That's how I got in so early. I actually didn't even necessarily have all the information. The website wasn't up. I went off of gut and that this narrative is good. So the narrative was fresh. It was 2 days before the merge, or a day before the merge, before it came out. So that was a fresh narrative that was coming out that no one had done yet. So when I saw that, I said, I think this could be something. Then the website pops up and then all this stuff comes up, and then boom.
So let's talk about how you found Proof of Memes. How are you finding? Obviously, you're finding a lot of these through the Shark Tank nowadays. It's nice to have an in-stream of information, but you're still doing the research and finding a lot at very, very low market caps. Proof of Memes, I think you said.
Proof of Memes. I got in before they even approached Shark Tank. So the best way to do is this little rocket ship right here. It says live new pairs. So this is everything that's popping up through real time through on Uniswap. It's all real time data. So what I'm doing when I'm looking at this is I'm literally looking at narrative. What sounds good, what rolls off the tongue well, and then I'm looking at the pool variation and the pool amounts. So this is telling me the increase of liquidity that's put into the coin. So I only look for white or green.
Okay.
I don't look at the reds because most likely they're pulling liquidity.
Right.
And anytime you pull liquidity is not good news. So you'll see right here, red.
Lots of red.
Yeah, rug pulled, question mark. Rug pulled, question mark. I want to see green. I want to see liquidity going into it. Now, it
Okay.
can still be a rug pull.
Sure.
Absolutely. But I'm cutting off my chances of being rug pulled by only going after certain things. I'm not going after the grays. I'm not going after the reds. I'm going off the whites and greens. Why whites? Nothing has been done yet. The coin's just been created and there is no liquidity in it. So there's nothing there. So it can still be good, but it also can still be bad.
Correct.
So you're just trying to beat the market to this. So here's another rule I have. If you can't spell it and you can't say it, don't buy it.
Seems easy, but it's probably a good idea.
Like, if you literally can't say it, say it is like a little weird because sometimes it's like, is it this, is it that? And it's like, If you can't spell it, you're not going to go in here, search for it, and be like, how do I spell it?
Right.
Your search engine is horrible. So look at this as a search engine too. You're not just Googling. Like, this is our Google.
Gotcha.
In this sector. This is our Google. If you can't spell it, it's not a good coin. So Pisces, right here. So liquidity is only 9,000, but the market cap's only 12,000.
Now, quick question on this. Do you give any weight or consideration there where it says whether the liquidity is locked or unlocked?
No.
Okay.
Here's why. If I go through everything and I like it, I then go into Telegram and ask about the liquidity. And then I say, where is the liquidity? Sometimes you can type liquidity and they have the Bobby bot come up and tells you the liquidity is locked. Here's the contract.
And then you go look at that.
Once I got that answer, if I'm at that point, I like everything and I just want to know about the liquidity. That's the last thing I'll do is I'll go in Telegram and I'll ask about the liquidity. And then boom, I'll get the contract. If I don't get a contract, I don't believe you. I'll get the contract. It'll show the liquidity has been burned. Now I'm in. So right here, Pisces, it's locked for 1 month. Here's the thing. If anything's locked for less than 1 month, likely it is a scam or won't run. Okay. Why? The mentality of that dev is really, let's see where this goes. Think about it. If I'm not like destined for this coin to make it, and I don't even think it's going to last a month, chances are you're trying to scam people. So when I see 7 days, 14 days, I'm like, come on, dude, really? Like that's as long as you want to lock the liquidity. Mr. O locked millions of dollars for Colt for 265 years.
Wow.
That is why I ate so hard, because that mentality right there, not only the website was good, it was a one syllable word, it was everything was speculative, but then you look at the lock and you're like, how many days?
Wow.
And then you're just like, yeah, I'm in. The mentality is way bigger than someone says, yeah, I'm gonna lock this for 7 days. Like, come on. So minimum for me is 1 month.
Okay.
1 month. So I see right here, 11,000 is locked. 12,000 is the total market cap. So almost 100% of it is locked. So what I will do, because I do know how to chart, I'll usually go down to the 15-minute to see what's the kind of trading going on with this coin. 5-minute. So right now it's doing, kind of what Proof of Memes is doing.
Yeah.
It's going up, it corrects, and then it can kind of shoot back up again. But I want to know more. Token stiffer. 80 out of 100. So it matches my thing. So you can see right here, the only reason why it's not 70 out of 100 is because it says all holders possess less than 5%. So okay, so the holders right there, that's a red flag for me.
Okay.
because somebody owns more supply than others. It's a lot. So I scroll down here. This is not a unique contract. This guy copy and pasted this contract.
Okay.
Not a bad thing, because it's a meme, most likely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. You can still create utility off of a copy contract. That's fine. But just know that it isn't nothing special. Now, if I see 100 out of 100 lock liquidity, similar token contracts, and there's nothing here, we might be on to something. Because this guy is creating it himself. He's got all the check marks, and that means you got something unique. So you might be getting on something early, unique from the beginning before anybody else, because you did your research before anybody else. You did your checks. So we know that there are similar tokens. So not a bad thing, not a good thing. But this right here is a big red flag to me.
So would you take that information and take it to Etherscan and see who has all the holders? Okay, let's do that.
That's the exact next thing, my next step. Because that's a red flag, I skipped that whole, well, let me check see if it's a honeypot. I see selling going on, so I know it's not a honeypot. But I skipped the whole Twitter, the whole website. No, the next part is this guy owned 12% of the supply. So I'm going to go on the holders. We know we got 63 holders. There we go. This guy has a massive bag, 5% of supply. How much did he pay for that supply? Probably like 0.1. So 19 minutes ago. So for 0.73, he believes in his own project. I'll tell you that, whoever this is, they believe in it. For someone to put 0.73 into this project is that's a hefty amount. So I'm starting to like it a little more.
Okay.
Because it's not like it's a big difference if he put, now it's starting to dump a little bit.
Yeah.
But it needs to test this level right here. So, I mean, most likely it corrects from this position right here. That's just off of, you might get one more sell, but my bet is if it doesn't correct after this right here, it might be over. But let me see if this guy sold anything. He did not. Okay. So we'll come back to see if he sold. So next thing I do. All right. So because it's so early, it takes a while for the website and to get your Twitter and all that stuff uploaded on Dex Tools.
Okay.
So that should be the last sale. That's over. Let's go on Twitter. I have to do this myself now.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to put cash tag, so the dollar sign, and I'm going to spell it PISCES. Is anybody talking about it? Someone is.
Somebody is.
There's a
homepage.
There's a homepage. There's 10 people talking about it. There's a Dex Tools. You see how he's like how they're presenting themselves? All right, let's see here. They kind of are the only ones talking about it. That's pretty much it. So let's look at it. What do they got here? Two fish symbolize the development of swapping, showcasing the effectiveness of Web 3.0 and decentralized finance. Pieces will also feature staking pool. Amazing work, pieces. Yeah, we have just started. Who are they following? Dogecoin. Who's following them? Nobody I know. Might be pump and dump. They don't have any website. Um, Everything sounds good. What I would do potentially, if I did want to take a risk at this, I would at a very, 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 very low amount. Why? Why are all these people selling so early?
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of sale.
It literally is a 7,000 market cap coin, and you're selling it so early. Why? Um, it just makes no sense. I won't go into the Telegram to see what's going on, but the liquidity is locked. If you want risk to reward, this isn't a bad risk to reward. So you can't I can't knock it,
Sure.
but at the same time, you see the sell off that's happening. Like
That's a
it's
lot.
just it's a lot of selling, but you will get your money back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's because the liquidity's there. You'll be able to
the
get it up.
liquidity there, you'll be able to get something back. So if you wanted to throw something at it, you could. You absolutely could. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. So I'll give an example. I will do this live.
Are you gonna do a little into it?
Probably shouldn't. It's going to rug, but I'll just throw it
Well,
out.
don't do that. I mean, let's do another one. See if the next one you
It's probably going to rug. So that is one though, because your risk to reward is not so bad. So you could get into it and be like, yeah, it's not too bad, and you could kill it and do very well, but most likely it's going to die. So that's just the dead honest truth of it. So that's that one. So you
okay.
go through all that and you go through it. Next one. I'm looking for green. Elani. Man, that narrative's dead. Here we go. $ WCS. Next. Bitcoin 2.0.
BTC 2.0. So,
Oh, look
ooh,
at that. All right. So
yeah.
we might see what I mean? So proof of Satoshi. So right there.
So it's a copy, but we know what's happening.
Yes. But you see what I mean? Like, I just witnessed something, just found something, but my narrative was well before I saw anything. You
Right.
saw how I react to it.
Yeah.
My reaction was like Bitcoin 2.0. Okay, I see it. Let's go to token sniffer. See if we got 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100.
Oh,
Okay,
smart.
it's a copy. So all they did was just copy another contract, realistically.
Is this the
Now
Telegram?
here's the thing. This is the website. It's the most janky website I've ever seen, bro. Look at the proof of it's just got the Twitter on top of that. Like, they didn't put no time into this at all.
Okay.
At all. Can it still run? It could. Let's see here.
What's the liquidity?
Liquidity is 31,000 out of 143,000, so that's okay. We did the token sniffer already.
Yep.
Let's check out the Twitter. Hold on, let's check out the Twitter again.
Might just be a bad link.
BTC.
Now you didn't put the $ in front of it that time. Why not?
Because when you do the 2.0, because it has numbers in it, messes it up.
Ah.
It's got a medium. Nothing. Website. We already saw the website. Yeah. Website sucks. Man, this thing doesn't work well. Do you have a Twitter? Where's your Twitter at?
Hmm.
They're trying to talk to my boy Mando. So I'm sure I've already been attacked already. I'm just not paying attention. For some reason, there's no website or no
Twitter.
Twitter. It's just kind of weird. Let's go to people. Huh. Um.
How old is it?
It launched today because this is a 5 minute chart.
Okay.
It's not even what 2 hours old. True, people are selling it off though.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, it's already getting demolished. So sometimes you just don't have to react. Like people want to react so fast, and people are selling so quick. How long is the liquidity locked for? 1 month. Would I get into this? I would say no.
Okay.
And the main reason is because that website really bugs me.
It's sloppy.
It's really slow. Like it's junk. So that means they just put it together. They put some photos. They took a generic thing and put the face in there. There's supposed to be a photo right here. There isn't.
Yep.
Or maybe this is supposed to be over here. Like I don't know. I go to the social links. Let's go to Twitter. Maybe they do have a Twitter page. They do. Okay. So here's the thing. Buy and sell text 0%. That's not too bad. If you don't leave me or get it, I don't have to try to convince you. Sorry, Satoshi Nakamoto.
Do they
It's
have
a meme.
followers?
It's a meme.
It's a meme.
Um, there are people I know that are talking about it. I'll also say this: there are also people I know that don't have, let's say, long term holds.
Okay.
So the longer you get to see people and you see them and you kind of he was in that coin, he was in that coin, he was in that coin, he was in that coin. None of them did well.
Gotcha.
You start to realize there's groups of people that kind of hang out, and those people are usually in groups, and you see them all following the same thing. Most likely, they are a group of pump and dump groups.
Gotcha.
So, um, could this do well? It could, but everything's sloppy about it. So it doesn't feel like, yeah, I'm going to put a bunch of money in it.
Yeah.
I do think it can run for the narrative that it has. It is a good meme. If it did run, in my opinion, it would die down before $1 million market cap.
Okay.
So in my mind, if I'm going to take a shot at this, if I'm going to throw some money at this, I would do it with a very short leash and be like, yeah, like I'm not going to be hardcore on this. I'm not going to throw in one ETH. Maybe I'll throw in a half ETH, or maybe 0.001% of your portfolio, and
Okay.
hopefully you get a runner. You want to hope you get a runner. The only problem with this is when ETH 2.0 came out, so did SHIB 2.0,
Nah.
Floki 2.0, this 2.0 came out, and this is a little late to the game.
Right.
When I see certain people that are following and in it, and they have a history of what they do, and I've seen it multiple times, it's just not worth my time. And I'm not going to shout it out to the community. There's a lot of coins I get in, I don't even shout out to the community because I'm not sure because of those people. And I don't want people affiliated with those people. So
Sure.
I just straight up don't even mess with it.
Nice.
It's a competitor too. So it's a competitor one I really want to see go up. So I like you see the price going up. I do think it's got some possibilities. I just don't. It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you don't want to just send bad money or money into a never-ending hole, because if you go down the rabbit hole of trying to catch every single one of these, you're going to lose.
You're gonna lose. And my goal is to hit 1 out of 10. But I do my research. I just don't throw darts. It's not the bull market. During the bull market, I can just follow anything. I can do it without even doing it. Check the liquidity, check that. I'm in.
Nice.
Like you don't even have to do all of that check stuff. Everything is going up. If it sounds good, the liquidity is good, the price action's starting to get good, I'm in, and I'll do my research later. But yeah, that's that. And that's pretty much what I do every single one. I'm looking for one that rolls off the tongue very good. Here's that Aries coin.
We're back.
All right, this is the one we couldn't find, right?
This, I feel like we found it.
No,
Aries swap.
no, we didn't do. Yeah, we didn't do this one. This is the one we found. It wasn't the right one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's do this one for the last one. 22,000 market liquidity, good. 54,000, good. Token sniffer, good. It's a copy, nothing special. It's probably just like a Uniswap copy like thing. Honey Pie, obviously I see selling going on, but just click on it just in case. Why isn't this coming up? Looks like their Honey Pot address is on. I mean, I see the selling going on. It's not Honey Pot. Website. DeFi, trade, earn, and build on most popular decentralized platform. Man, you're not telling me nothing. Like there's nothing new. I mean, isn't that what Uniswap is?
Yeah, that's what all the other.
Trade, earn, and build on most popular decentralized platform. Aries is one of the powerful. Our community is building a comprehensive decentralized trading and NFT product for the future. GitHub. I'd like to see GitHub. How long have you been working on this for? September 15th. It's actually longer than some people. To be honest with you. So I like to see that they have a GitHub. What is this? It just seems like it's just a regular. So there's nothing special to it.
Yeah.
The guy that said anything, is there anything to this that makes this special? Like to me, there's nothing to it, just a regular swap.
I think that actually came out of these. No, it was a text in a tweet, and all he said was sent me was to the Telegram, if you remember.
Yeah. Let's go on Twitter. Here's our main exchange. You can check our ENS airswap.eth. Let mint Aries NFT. You can also mint at testnet and share with us what you mint. We're all prepared to say, least you are you. Huh? So there's something to it. Is it worth a gander at and play with it? Why not? I'm not mad at it. I'm missing a lot. I still have a big question mark. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
There you go.
So, I mean, that's how I feel about it. They have a GitHub, which is better than most. And you guys are sitting here trying to buy it now while I'm talking about it, thinking I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Like I haven't bought it, so don't think that's me or anything. But I mean, Aries swap. Like, how many swaps have we got? Shiba swap, Floki swap, Uniswap, PulseX, this, that. Yeah, like I mean, I've heard it all already. So, what are they doing different that's going to make that go from $73,000 market cap to at least a $5 million market cap? You got to do something different. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm going to do a swap. Here's my GitHub, and I created the coin on this day." So. I mean, that's not going to make it's not a meme coin or anything, so it's not funny. There's no shock factor to it. It's just a regular swap that has the same old mechanisms as all the others. So, take that for what it do.
Nice.
That's it. That's pretty much what I do. I don't do it all day, every day, but I mean, if I have an hour or 2 hours, then I just want to search for a coin, then that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. So when people say, "Oh, you just get in early, you get team tokens, blah 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 blah," like, no, I don't. You just don't know how to search for coins. I do. And here's the thing: even if I do get team tokens, let's just say I did, which I don't. But if I did, you have the exact same opportunity to get in that coin as anybody else, including the dev. Why?
Right.
Because you could just sit over here and have it on a different monitor. When it pops up, if you like it, you get in. It's that simple. It's a decentralized exchange and network. You just have to know how to click on it and find the right one. There is luck involved. Yes, there is. But if you have a process, which is what I just showed you, and you continue that process every single time, you are going to hit more than the market is going to hit. And that's why you see me making these big gains, because I keep the same process every time, all the time. It's the same way every single time.
Nice.
That's simple.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm actually bumping up on my time limit here. I've got a couple lightning round questions for you. The first question I do want to get into, though, and this, we talked about this a little bit at the very beginning, was is it too late for Pulse Chain? You said something about proof of memes kind of stealing the thunder of the meme coin chain. Is it too late for Pulse Chain? Has it lost too many narratives at this point because it's taken so long?
It's not too late, but it's losing market share.
Okay.
It is that simple. What I did like about Pulse Chain, and because it's losing market share, the amount of X's that I think it can do if it does lose its market share is lower. It's still bullish. It still has a bullish narrative. It's still a beast of a potential project, but it does lose some of its market share. And why do I say that? How do I say that? So a lot of people want to think I'm full moan bags of this. It's just an honest opinion on what's happening. ETH, the ETH fork that everyone's freaking craving about on Hex, on the new ETH fork.
Yep.
Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. It does matter if the exchanges choose to make money off of it. So
Okay.
how do exchanges make money? Through fees. If there's enough demand, they will list it. If you're getting all your ERC20s as a copy, which Pulse Chain was supposed to do, and it's been done, and the exchanges decide to pump up ETH because they have a ton of ETH in their bags, and they got a copy of it, why wouldn't you pump that coin?
Okay.
Wouldn't you do it as an exchange? Absolutely.
Of course.
I mean, you'd be stupid not to. So same goes with proof of memes. You're taking your meme coins and you're saying all new meme coins. This is the exchange for you, or this is the blockchain for you. We are dedicated just to meme coins. That's over 50% of the Ethereum volume. Does that affect Pulse Chain as a late mover advantage? Well, if proof of memes is a good blockchain, it does. It absolutely does. That's just a fact. It comes out, it does well. It's taking market share from Pulse Chain.
So
Now,
one question on that. You said that meme coins are a lot of the volume on Ethereum, but a lot of those meme coins are scam coins. Now, I saw that the narrative on the proof of memes is they're going to want these memes to be KYC'd and vetted. And so, the scams aren't going to go there. So there's still going to be volume for scammers.
yes,
That's not a good thing. I'm not like, woohoo, yay. But
you can't stop that.
you can't stop that. And I don't see. So, I mean, the question is, of all the memes that are scams versus quality coins, how many of those are going to take large volume over to proof of memes? Just a thought process.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So it literally is a social experiment. We don't know. I did hear that there's like 100 projects, like or 100 what's it, 100 projects that are developing on the testnet right now. So the testnet is out. So the testnet's out. There are people playing around with it. Obviously, not as much as like Pulse Chain or anything of that nature. Word does need to get out more. But if this thing is successful, and all the scammers go over there, and all the legit developers of meme coins go over there, um, who's winning at the battle of helping out Ethereum on their transaction fees?
Both.
Both is. So
Yeah.
is market share taken away from Pulse Chain? It is, because you're sharing a market. That's simple. So
Okay.
Pulse Chain was the first mover advantage of the airdrop. Pulse Chain was the first idea of that happening. Pulse Chain isn't the first out. So therefore,
So
you're losing a little bit. So it's like, is it fun? It can be. Does it sound good? No, but Pulse Chain, I still think, needs to come out and do its thing. Tech might overdo that.
Okay.
So there's no winner. The only thing I'm saying is the potential is there for a micro cap to compete with Pulse Chain. And I will never, ever, ever, ever be a maxi. I like Pulse Chain. I'm all about Pulse Chain. But something else came out
Two.
that's bullish. And it's very possible, because I have both, I'm going to win.
Gotcha.
Regardless who wins, I'm going to win. If Pulse Chain comes out and just overtakes it all and smashes it, I win. If Proof of Memes comes out and smashes it, I win. If they both smash it, I double win. I've lessened all my risk by getting in bullish projects that have great narratives that can pan out and be very good. I did a YouTube video on Proof of Memes earlier today. Solana was a $4 million market cap at one time. Everybody ignored it. You had a month to get in Solana at a $4 million market cap.
Oh boy.
And it went up to a $77 billion market cap. SHIB, you had an opportunity to get at a 300,000 market cap. You had an opportunity to get in that. It went up to a $60 billion market cap. Every bear market and every bearish period, there is something that comes out that fits a narrative that makes multimillionaires. And this is the difference between Hex and a meme coiner. The meme coiner that is constantly searching for that one is going to do better than the one just sitting. Now, you have to learn how to hold those projects.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
You can still get in it and you can still hit the wrong ones, but if you don't hold the project for it to actually accumulate and do its thing, you will never win. Solana, it took a year and a half for it to get to its top. But for a month, it was trading in a range. And then once it took off, you never saw it again. So that's what I do. I just look for those ones, those game changers, and I hold. That's like cult. Everyone's killing on cult. Just hold. It's only been what, 7 months? 7 months. That's it.
Yeah.
Imagine if you sold Hex within the first 7 months.
Ouch.
Imagine if you sold Bitcoin in the first 7 months. Imagine if you sold Ethereum in the first 7 months. So that's the same scenario. What Richard Hart talks about, how, oh, you got to hold and Hex saves you from yourself. Well, some people don't need save from themselves. I don't need save from themselves. I got in at low market cap and I haven't sold one. I took profit and I haven't sold since.
Nice. So you mentioned a few times that you would like to debate Richard Hart. What would be a couple of the few points you'd hit him on?
Just the trading aspect. I think that he says that you'll lose trading, and that's not true, because I am proof of that. So you can't say that I'll lose and then just kill it on a
Okay.
consistent basis. It's not like I got lucky once. I can understand if you could say, bro, you got lucky once, man. You get out of here. But when you're constantly showing that you are winning on a constant, like a consistent basis, there is some skill involved with that. Because if
Yeah.
not everyone can do it, then therefore I am doing something different than the market and I am winning. So I would like to hear his 2 cents on that. I also would like to debate that he's definitely timing the market of pulse chain.
Well,
I think that's a reality. Like I think I was right from day one from saying that all this time, and now we're just waiting. So that and just some different thoughts and ideas that he has. Because in the end, Richard is a marketer. I'm
yeah,
a marketer.
yeah.
But
You're a
Richard is a
marketer.
marketer too.
Yeah.
People think that like, he's like so honest and listen, he's a marketer of Hex and his own projects. He even says it himself. If you don't talk about my project, I don't even want to follow you. I don't care. If you're not about my projects, I don't care. So
Yep.
he's marketing his project to his people and to new people. That's all it is. That's all he does. So everything that he says to me, that when I listen to it, I'm listening it through a marketer's ear. So when people say, no, he said this, he said that, I'm like, you have no idea. Man, it's just marketing. That's all he's doing. And he's a great marketer.
Yeah. I thought you'd find this funny. Kramer's up 53% since we've been talking about it.
Is it really?
I mean, that's what I assume that this is what is happening, but that's funny.
Well, just like Aries, like I'm actually, I
Sure.
still have the chart up here and I can see like people buying it and I see people selling into it. Like, just because all the checks match doesn't necessarily mean the price is going to go up.
Yeah.
It just lessens your chance of losing.
All right. Well, I want to do a little game with you here. I know what you're gonna use. You're gonna be like, oh man, you can't ask me that question, but I think it'll be fun. So I want to do a lightning round. I'm going to ask you about a few coins. First of all, I will say live, this is not financial advice. This is just fun. B Roots and I are going to be just having a little bit of fun here. So don't charge out and buy a bunch of coins like some of these knuckleheads
Please
are doing
don't.
right now.
If you want to believe any guy with a pink Versace hat and Gucci glasses with a picture of a spaceman in the background, it's all
That's
on
my
you.
financial advisor. Okay, so all these questions are based on either today's trading price, not when you got in on them, and or the assumed launch price, which, there's a lot of fudge in that, but I'm just going to ask. So lightning round, Vemp or cult?
Oh, wow. You really going to hit me with that?
I told you that's what you were going to do.
Golly. Okay. Whew. Let me do some addition real quick.
Well, don't hurt yourself.
No. Obviously, it doesn't check my FaceTime doesn't like my glasses.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna go with Cult.
Well, part of it is because cult buys Vemp, so
Yeah, it's very double-edged sword because Vemp is a lower market cap.
okay.
Cult, as the price goes down and burning happens, the market cap goes lower if the price doesn't go up.
Okay.
So a lot of people see the market cap going lower and lower, but there's also burning happening that the price where it was at once, the market cap was actually higher.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of tokenomics behind that people don't understand. But
Okay.
I would say Cult. Mainly, I think the tokenomics in Cult is a little stronger, just because Cult can invest in anything, and Vep specifically deals with NFTs, metaverse, and gaming.
Okay. Next question. AMP price today versus Hex price today.
Ooh.
I told you these were going to be tricky.
Ooh. I am going to go with Whew, that's tough because you got to throw in those copies too.
Yeah.
I'm personally going to go with AMP.
Okay.
Main reason I'm gonna go with AMP, and I'll speak why. Lower market cap, so potential for gains. So this all depends on the person too. What are you looking for? What are you looking to cash out? You need to have that goal.
Yeah.
I think that Hex, the most it will do in the next bull run is a 3.5x past its all-time high.
Correct. I remember talking to you about that. So you're talking $1.80 to $2.50-ish.
Yeah. So if you're talking right now, that's 100x. AMP right now, what's the price of Amplify? Let's see here. Not to mention, Amplify is going up during the bear market. So AMP right now is at $144. So 100x, you're looking at 14,400. I think it goes way higher than $14,000. Way higher.
Okay.
Because it's deflationary too. Yeah, actually AMP.
Okay.
But that's short term. Long term, I think that right now Hex is more, let's say, established. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do something long term where you do 10, 15-year stakes, 7-year stakes, things like that? Amplify doesn't have anything like that. The most locking you can do on your money is 5 years. So you have to put that all in your consideration on how you want to go with your long-term investing. But just on numbers alone, I do think Amplify will outpace Hex as far as price appreciation.
Into the next bull market.
Yes.
Okay. Again, this is based on today's price and an assumed launch price, not your sacrifice price. Proof of memes or pulse chain.
Well, how do we do pulse chain? Are we going to do it from? See, that's tough.
It's tough. So let's just assume a 5x at launch from your sac price.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's reasonable. 650.0001. So I'm gonna go with the average blockchain multiplication of 650x. And I'm going to divide by 0.0001. Or sorry, 650x. Yeah, divide by 0.0001. Sorry. So I'm taking 0.0001 and I'm going to multiply that by 650. That's 0.065. So that's a 6-cent pulse chain. So 0.065 divided by 0.0005 is 130x. If proof of memes comes out and is successful, 100% proof of memes.
Whoa, that's a big narrative change for you.
For gains. For gains.
Yeah. Okay.
The main reason for it is, number one, it has to be successful. So everything has to hit. Where is proof of memes going to be at when Pulse Chain launches?
Sure.
Come out next year. And you could have a 100x already on proof of memes. And you take that 100x and then put it in the Pulse Chain. Woo! Now you really killed the game.
Haha.
So there's all different types of game theories you can go with that. If I knew when Pulse Chain was going to launch, I'd probably say Pulse Chain. And if I saw some price action with Pulse Chain, I could say that. But right now, I'm sitting at an $11 million market cap layer 1 coin token that's coming out in less than a month. So am I crazy to say proof of memes right now? Absolutely not, because one's out right now.
No,
you can absolutely smash it by taking your gains out of proof of memes, because maybe it comes out and say Pulse Chain comes out in February, and you 500x proof of memes in the meantime. You killed it.
Right.
So I'm going to say proof of memes on that one, just because it's not even out yet.
Okay. And then this is a whole bag full of assumptions, but proof of memes layer one is more than likely going to have a swap that comes out with it at some point. So do you think there's going to do Pulse X or proof of meme swap when it comes out?
Right now, Pulse X.
Okay.
Uh,
Because there's more things to trade.
yeah,
I would
it's
say that just straight up.
deflationary. There's more. I mean, they haven't came out really with what their stuff is going to be. Who knows? They might copy off Pulse X.
Ooh. Don't get me excited.
Well, I mean, all your information is out there.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're giving somebody the opportunity to build that. That's why I'm saying this, like, market share. Market share means first mover advantage means everything. First mover advantage doesn't just mean the idea. It also means, are you out there for other people to copy? Can they build that? That's the question. Can the devs build what Richard Hart and their devs are building? I don't know yet. We won't know until it comes out. We'll have an answer. Hell, we might come out and prove it means just everything just die. Yeah. It might come out and then boom, it's the next big thing. You don't know. No one knew that Solana would go from a $4 million market cap to $77 billion in a year and a half. You just didn't know.
That's insane.
So, like you said, the unknown. We're in a very speculative market, and I do think Pulse Chain and Pulse X needs to come out ASAP, because the last thing you want is to have an exact copy of a copy, and that is proof of memes copies Pulse X, which Pulse X copied Uniswap and just added some things to it, and proof of memes just took the Pulse X idea and just create Palm Chain or whatever, Palm X, or whatever. Couldn't even be Palm X, Palm Swap, Palm X, whatever you want to do it. You can take that. So it's all out there. The information is all out there. Can they build it? We have no idea. So until they build it, until I see something, I'm going with Pulse X.
Gotcha. All right. This has been fun. I've learned a ton. I enjoy doing this a lot. I can't thank you enough. Any last words? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, man, I'm doing this because I do feel that this is my last run. I do think that regulation is going to come. I do think regulation is going to slow down the Wild West. You need to have some skin in the game with your large caps, like your Hex and your Pulse Chain, and everything else is speculative. But when they come, those gains are going to go away, in my opinion. Yeah. It's not going to be 1,700x in 2 weeks. Whoa, you got to be a probably a investor with a certain amount of money, net worth, in order to get into any of these coins.
I think especially on Ethereum, I think if any chain is going to get regulated first, it's going to be that. And that's where some of these other chains, perhaps Pulse Chain, perhaps proof of memes, perhaps anything else that's being built, might have a leg up, at least in the next run. But after that, I think regulation is going to hurt everything. I do agree with that.
Yeah. So in that meantime, stack as much money as you possibly can, because I do think the bottom is in. I do think that the market will go back up, but the overall picture is not looking good. So if regulation comes, if you see the overall market of printing money just not looking good, what do you want to do? You want to put yourself in a situation to succeed.
Yeah.
So please don't get in the idea of, it's not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing. So I won't even say please. That's, you do what you want to do. What I'm doing is I'm pulling, preparing for the worst. And if you can take advantage of gains and take advantage of this bull market and have, a good amount of Bitcoin on the side, a good amount of gold on the side, a good amount of cash on the side, and some good real estate, and after this bull market, you won, you're good. So when the market does crash, you don't feel it as much as everybody else. If you're watching this, you have an opportunity to win. You're putting yourself in a better situation than others, whether it's just through Hex or whether it's you trying to find the next meme coin 1000x. You're in a better situation than those people out there. So continue doing that. Stack up. You got 2 to 3 years to do it. Hopefully the markets work with us till we get that extra bull run before regulation comes. And if it does, remember to take profits.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Hex. I don't care if it's Pulse Chain. I don't care if it's Proof of Means. I don't care if it's Amplify. I don't care if it's VIP. I don't care if it's Cult. Take your profits and better yourselves and your family. And that's all that matters.
Yes.
But don't sell everything, because you never know if it just keeps going up and becomes the next big thing. That's all it is to it.
Wise words. Thank you very much. We got last comment coming in from Rich Energy. B Roots is that guy speaking facts. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. B Roots, thank you for the crazy alpha, helping everybody learn how to play this game. And be well, everybody.
Thank you.